good people? This is Lee Craft, the host of The What Is Podcast. Today's show is about, yesterday I watched the ball game with my partners, you know what I'm saying? We were just watching the game and we're getting ready for the game. And one of my partners said, he said, Craft, how many offshore accounts do you have? I said, offshore accounts do I have? Man, you asked the wrong question. You need to ask how many onshore accounts I got. I said, jeez, how many you got, Craft? I got none. That's the only account that I have, man, with my Heavenly Father, man, because He supply all my needs. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, or Instagram. Look for the animated black man with a white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Yeah. Like I said, we sit around and talk about those kind of things, about offshore accounts. I said, man, those mainly for businesses that you have like out of the country, right? So, yeah. So if I don't have a business in the country, what I'm do having an account outside the country? Look, when you sit around your partner for the game, you know how it goes, right? Everything and anything is on the table. Just then just have fun and just chop it up and just laugh and like men do without somebody getting frustrated. But hey, you're gonna have them one or two gonna get upset by anything you say. They're just the way it is. But no, the topic for this today is about offshore accounts. And like I said, though, like I said, we just talking. I said, the only account that I have, it's like the one that I have, do I have an account? I guess I do have an account. I can count on God supplying all my needs. No, but you know how it is, though. Like I said, it's all about, sometimes people think about money is the key to happiness. And like we said, no, man, the key to happiness, man, is knowing who you are. That's one of the keys to happiness. And money can help you navigate a lot of things and probably give you a temporary relief on certain things that's going on, but it won't necessarily make you happy. It's like kind of like fools go, if you know what I mean. You got it, man. You sometimes you think you're invincible. You go out and buy this and that and stuff and this, but you still lost. You still lost until you know you and what you meant to do and all those things. That's where you can be happy. See, having a big house, having a fancy car, doesn't make you happy. If it did, you would have a lot of people committing suicide. They has wealth. They got wealth. Everybody poor ain't hitting the flow. A lot of people that poor, like I said, they having fun to what? To the end of the day. I'm broke and I'm happy. They ain't saying no song like that, but you know exactly what I'm saying though. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, that it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. What if you add God to your diet? I guarantee you're going to say, well, Lee Craft, man, I feel like dancing. I want to dance the night away. I feel like dancing. Look, that's what it's all about. I know my sister probably going to tell me today sometime, what kind of topic was that? I said, Di, it's just simple, Di. You wake up in the morning time, you don't know what's going through your head. You just got something you want to talk about. My job, is to help you get through what you're going through on your wide, talking like Elmer Fudd, wide, everything with a W, on your ride to work. That's what my job is. They say, you know what? It don't make sense, but it makes sense. Does that make sense? Look. Do you have any offshore accounts? Do you? For those who do, hey, I'm happy for you. Because when I did my homework on that, people that have offshore accounts, like I said, they businessmen, they got businesses in different countries. And so instead of getting taxed on the money going back and forth, they got money over there set aside to handle business over there. Or you're a criminal. You're trying to hide money from somebody. I'm not a criminal, so like I said, the only account that I have is the one my wife and I have and the one that I have with God. I can count on Him supplying all my needs when things get kind of rough and tough. I got it made, because I love my Father. And I do what needs to be done. Yeah. Am I a good son? I try to be. Nobody's perfect. God knows that I'm not perfect, but He looks at your what? Your heart. You can do certain things, certain deeds and stuff, but your heart ain't in it. If your heart isn't in it, God already knows. Look, there's on my mind this morning, like I said, hey, I'm not going to tarry, I'm not going to carry, but I hopefully this right here made your day. You said, you know what, Lee Craft? I love you, man. I'm going to tell you like I always tell my nephew, excuse me, and I love you too. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you didn't, like I always say, my children say, Daddy, you're not a good storyteller. But one thing I tell my children, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So with that being said, Lee Craft, this is my podcast. If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God, thank you. Now, do you have any offshore accounts? If you do, help a brother out. Nah, I'm good. God got me. Because you might come in a booty trap be like, he say it's alone. Hey, stay blessed.